Come on, kids. Let's go, Bunky. Prepare the Kit Kat balloon for flight.
Aye, Captain. She's ready to fly.
Jellybean, grab Little Bear. He's over there with his snout in the picnic basket.
Little Bear, we're leaving.
All that bear thinks about is stuffing his face.
Okay, I'm just looking for a snack.
Come on, Little.
I'll get him, Jelly.
Thanks, Dan. Hey, where's Fundo?
I'm up in the air in a Kit Kat alone. I'm flying up here testing the air quality. It's magna-fabulous.
Cast off the lines. Ready or not, here we go. Hey kids, and how would you like to go? Up for a ride in a Kit Kat balloon. It's shaped like a cat, but it flies like a balloon. It'll carry you up right over the moon. But we got to go soon up there in a Kit Kat balloon. Hey kids, and how would you like to go? One more trip with Captain Billy and the crew. We saved a special place now just for you. It's so easy, all you have to do is let your mind run free. It's as easy as can be up there in a Kit Kat balloon.
Maybe this sounds overly inquisitive, but where are we heading this time, Captain Billy?
Didn't you look at the front of the album, Jellybean?
Oh, I did, and it scared the stuffings out of me.
Yes, there were some pictures of some pretty weird creatures on there.
And the title said Monster Hits.
Monsters!
Oh, I knew I should have stayed at home with my snout in that picnic basket.
Don't be frightened, Little Bear. We've got the Kit Kat balloon for quick escapes, and I think you'll find out that monsters are a lot more scary when you imagine them than they are when you meet them.
Oh, listen, if this trip includes meeting any monsters, you can drop me off at the baseball field.
Yeah, I'll play left field. Nothing like a duck in the outfield to snag those high flyers. I'd like to see a chicken play left field.
Oh, Fundo.
Stow it, Featherbreath. The captain's trying to introduce this adventure.
You see, kids, those things we don't understand sometimes take on frightening shapes in our imagination.
Like Uncle Waldo's raccoon coat.
Uh-oh, here comes another one of Bunky's tall tales.
One more blast from the past.
Quiet, guys.
My mother's brother Waldo, or was he my father's cousin, who we called Uncle, because he lived in the attic. Waldo lived in the attic. My father lived under the stairs. That is his den. Hold your Eskimos. I'm getting to the point, I think. Where was I?
Ooh, under the stairs.
In the attic.
Telling us about Uncle Waldo's raccoon coat.
The coat. It was his favorite, it was. Wore it all year long. Summer, winter, spring, and, that other season,
Fall?
No, he had excellent balance. He leaned to starboard a lot, but he didn't fall much.
The coat, Bunky. What about the coat?
I'm talking about the coat. It must have been hotter than an elephant's eyelid, that coat. Any season, actually. To continue, Uncle Waldo used to hang that furry wonder on a hook by the attic door, at the top of the stairs. And until I was about your age, Dan, I wouldn't go upstairs alone. 'Cause in the dim light...
I'm getting nervous.
In the dim light, that coat looked like something big and furry and scary. It might have even had teeth.
Like a grizzly bear?
Oh, no.
Watch Watch out, kid. Those are my distant cousins, you know.
Sorry, little bear. Dan didn't mean any disrespect, but grizzly bears are his nemesis.
His what is this?
Nemesis. It's something that seems to follow you around. Dan knows there are never really any bears in his room, but when the lights go out, he thinks he sees them at the foot of his bed.
Yeah, I know they're there, even if Dad says they're only a fig Newton of my imagination.
Sounds like a cue for a song.
Ever since I was very small, there's been a monster hiding in our upstairs hall. Now he goes out of sight when you put on the upstairs light, so consequently Daddy won't believe in him at all. But I know he's there. Yes, I know he's there. Hiding in the closet at the top of the stairs. He's a terrible creature, such a horrible creature, and he gives me an incredible fright. And last but not least, he's the long-legged beastie, the one who goes in the night. There's another little monster who lives by the foot of my bed. I know he's real small because I've only seen the top of his head. And when I call out in the night, I guess he'd rather disappear than fight. So when Daddy comes in, more than my face turns red. But I know he's there. Oh, I know he's there. Hiding at the foot of my bed and at the top of the stairs. He's a terrible creature, such a horrible creature, and he gives me an incredible fright. And last but not least, he's the long-legged beastie, the one who goes in the night. But I know he's there. Oh, I know he's there. Hiding at the foot of my bed and at the top of the stairs. He's a terrible creature, such a horrible creature, and he gives me an incredible fright. And last but not least, he's the long-legged beastie, the one who goes in the night.
Captain Billy! Captain Billy! Look through the teleperiscope. It's another monster. Got the body of a lion.
Oh, no!
And the face of a person.
I'm gonna hide in the picnic basket.
And it's about the size of 3 cantaloupes.
I'll have to eat these honey witches to make room to hide.
And somebody stole its nose.
It wasn't me.
Hold on, Bunky. Put down those honey sandwiches, little. It's only an ancient Egyptian monument.
The Sphinx.
I don't smell anything.
Sphinx. Sphinx.
Well, if it's Sphinx, let's buy it some perfume.
I give up.
Fundle, the Sphinx was a mythical Egyptian character who asked questions of all who would enter the Valley of the Kings.
You mean where the pyramids are and where the mummy lives?
The mummy?
Here we go again. Every time I get out of the picnic basket, there's something scary being talked about.
Are we landing, Cap?
Set her down over by that oasis, Bunky. We'll fill up the water jugs and meet Professor Digger, the archaeologist.
Oh, hello, what's this? It's shaped like a cat, but it flies like a balloon. What in the world?
We already did that song.
Professor Digger, I presume?
Well, you're on the wrong side of the continent if you're looking for Dr. Livingston, so I must be.
Professor, do you know about the mummy?
Oh, like I was one of the family.
What about the curse?
Easy with that language. There are young ears present.
Professor, tell us about the curse of the mummy.
Mind if I sing it?
Just stay on key, Dr. Shovel.
That's Professor Digger, Fundle.
Well, take it away, Professor.
I don't mind if I do. You know, I love to sing about mummies. I get all wrapped up in it. I said, don't get chummy with a mummy, boys, or the mummy might get chummy with you. I I say don't get chummy with a mummy, girls. It might be the last thing you'll do. You can float on your back the length of the Nile, even dare to smile at a crocodile. But if you get chummy with a mummy, boys, it'll be the last thing you'll ever do. Way back when, in Egypt town, when embalming was the thing, King Tumi and his pyramid pals went on an eternal fling. They got all wrapped up in tannin leaves, and to make the situation worse, they said,
"Hands off the merchandise, Jack, or you'll fall underneath our curse."
"Don't get chummy with a mummy, boys, or the mummy might get chummy with you." I said, don't get chummy with a mummy, girls. It may be the last thing you do. Well, you can float on your back the length of the Nile, even dare to smile at a crocodile. But if you get chummy with a mummy, boys, it'll be the last thing you'll ever do. But wait, there's more. They're all dressed up for the afterlife, and they're happy being underground. They've got no qualms about being embalmed, and they don't want you coming around. So if anyone tries to open their tomb with all this archaeology jive, well, they say,
"We'll play their bones like slide trombones, and they'll never get out alive."
so don't get chummy with a mummy, boys, or the mummy might get chummy with you. Don't get chummy with a mummy, girls. It'll be the last thing you ever do. Oh, you can float on your back the length of the Nile, even dare to smile at a crocodile. But if you get chummy with a mummy, boys, I cannot take responsibility. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Professor Digger.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself with those bad jokes.
What? Leaving already? Oh, well, I have to go perfume the Sphinx anyway.
Oh,
I told you so. I told you so.